aka Ann Loam, and welcome to my studio. Today is a quick tip video. I was teaching a Let's Begin painting with acrylics class for my niece. I believe it was the barn landscape one I was doing. You could see that video right there. And this paintbrush had black paint put on it, and it rolled away and it didn't get cleaned with the rest of the brushes, and now this is a solid mass of paint. And some people believe that that means that this brush is garbage. And so my tip today is to show you how to fix this. Now, it's not going to work every time, but sometimes it will work. What you need to get is some Murphy oil soap. It is a vegetable oil soap that is normally used on wood floors. And what you do is you coat, well, this is a little bit thick because it's been sitting out, but what you do is you coat the brush with it full strength and leave it. So this video will be in a couple of parts because what I want you to do is see me putting it in. So I just scrape it in with my nail. And then what I do is I leave it. Whoop, there we go. A little bit more. Scrape it in with my nail. Leave the soap overnight. And then in the morning I rinse it out. And generally, with the Taklon, so the not the real bristle brushes, but the synthetic brushes, it will, I mean, this sat overnight and it will take it all out. I mean, if it sat for a few days, I don't know. Usually I catch it overnight or the day after. Scrape it in. Actually, right now it's almost clean now, just from using my nail to scrape in the soap, but I will leave it soak. I'm just going to add a little bit more to that, and I will let that sit overnight, and then in the morning I will rinse that and it will be soft again. So I use the Murphy oil soap for cleaning my brushes, and then I also use it for conditioning my brushes, and I use it for correcting oopses with my brushes. I have used it on real bristle brushes. It's not quite as effective because they're very coarse, so they soak up the paint into the bristle, and the Taklon brushes can't do that because they're synthetic. So we will come back tomorrow and I will show you what that looks like. All right, so we're back and I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit. It has not been 24 hours. It's been more like 3 hours, and the oil has completely soaked up. And as you can see, the bristles are very soft now. Now, normally I would do this in the sink, but I just wanted you to see that the bristles are now bending, and with a significant amount of water, that soap, actually you still can't see that. Let me zoom in some more. That's as much as I can zoom in. But that Murphy's oil soap takes the dried paint right out, and if you play with it for a little bit, I usually use my nails to just scour or separate the bristles. Look at that. It's even taking some of the staining out. You can see that not only has the bristles regained its flexibility, that paint is almost all out. The Murphy's oil soap totally soaks in, And what happens, especially with the synthetic brushes, is that nothing can soak into the synthetic brushes. The paint can't either because they're plastic. So the oil gets in between the synthetic plastic and the plastic paint, and it breaks the bond. Look at that. See, a couple of years ago, I would have just thrown that brush out. I wouldn't even have bothered. And now I know with the Murphy oil soap, and I can't remember who gave me that tip. No, I can't remember. So what you do is you just flatten it out, let it dry, and it's as good as new. Oh, a little bit of there. There we go. Perfect. So a tip for what to do when you have forgotten a brush with paint on it and it has become one huge piece of acrylic plastic. If you like this video and this tip, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down here. Hit that notification bell so that you can always get notified when I release a new video. Thanks for being here. It's always better when you're here. Bye.